The following is a video presentation from the Environmental Change and Security Program at the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars. As our notion of security evolves, the Environmental Change and Security Program asks scientists and policymakers to share their insights on a range of global challenges. In this short video, Gidon Bromberg, co-director of Friends of the Earth Middle East, an organization that brings together Jordanian, Palestinian, and Israeli environmentalists, discusses the Good Water Neighbors Project, one of the innovative cross-border initiatives of this award-winning NGO.
My name is Gidon Bromberg and I'm the Israeli co-director of Friends of the Earth Middle East, ECOPeace, a unique regional organization that brings together Palestinian, Jordanian and Israeli environmentalists for the dual purpose of peace building and sustainability. One of the most exciting projects from a peace building perspective that the organization has led and created is the Good Water Neighbors project that brings together communities that are literally neighbors, sharing on either side of shared water resources, the River Jordan, the Dead Sea, shared groundwater, the mountain aquifer, the coastal aquifer, and streams that literally flow across pairs of communities. The rationale behind the project is that water resources in our part of the world are shared. There is no major source of water that is not shared, that does not cross one or more political boundaries. And therefore there's a natural interdependence between countries, but more obviously between communities. And therefore to use that rationale of independence to help create trust, to solve livelihood problems that communities face. So at Friends of the Earth we've invested heavily in identifying a local person in each one of these communities, originally starting with 11, expanding to 17, this year having reached 21 communities, and later this year reaching 25 communities, Palestinian, Jordanian, Israeli, involved in this project. In every community we have a local staff person that was born in the community, raised in the community, has relationships with schools, the family, relationships with the municipality, with other community groups, as the first entrance of trust building within the community. The staff person in each case has created a group of water trustees that volunteer their time, 30 to 50 youth in each community, learning about their own water reality and about their neighbours' water reality. Learning together, groups of youth, Palestinian, Jordanian, Israeli, learning together how to build rainwater harvesting facilities, ecological gardens, constructed wetlands to reuse grey water, and then through a grant that the organisation gives, build such facilities in their own community as a concrete example of how the community can benefit, how an individual can improve their water reality despite the conflict, in a small measure, but nevertheless significant. An additional initiative that takes place in every community is the development of a neighbours path, where adult residents of the community get to see through stations that the organisation has developed as part of the tour, to see on the one hand the beauty in the community, because in our part of the world every rock has its historical heritage, but also to see the back door. To see sewage sites, to see solid waste dumps, to see mismanagement of environmental resources that pollute common groundwater. And in every case, the Neighbours Path ends at the border with the description of the environment and water reality of the other side. These types of activities have led to mayors working together, mayors and municipal authorities identifying shared problems, and therefore a list of cooperative projects that they've agreed to undertake together in order to solve common environmental problems that they face. Very strong concrete examples. Tulkarem in Palestine, Emekefer in Israel, moving forward on building sewage treatment facilities in order to deal with the polluted shared river of the Alexander Zomer stream. Two communities working together, having built a relationship on shared water, working together to stop the wall from being built between the West Bank and Israel, and very successfully. Some 2.5 years after the Israeli military issued orders to start building the wall and to confiscate land on the Palestinian side, nothing has moved forward because a third of the residents on the Israeli side signed a petition that they didn't want to see the wall between what they now saw as themselves and their neighbors. An environmental center built in another Palestinian community called Uja. A peace park, also the results of the cooperation built on water but broadened to include economic development issues between Israel and Jordan in the more northern section of the Jordan River. So the Good Water Neighbours project is built on the rationale of a common dependence on a shared resource, but goes beyond water, because once individuals learn to trust each other and see each other as neighbours, then there's really no limit to the type of cooperation that they can undertake together where they see the common benefits, economic, jobs, peace building. So the project really broadens the level, the commitment, the involvement of peacemakers in Israel, in Jordan and in Palestine.